Most people spend years studying, yet they remember very little. They read the same pages repeatedly, highlight paragraphs, watch lectures, and feel like they're learning. But when they try to recall what they studied, their mind goes blank. The problem isn't intelligence, it's method. Most people study in ways that feel productive, but are scientifically inefficient. Reading again and again feels comfortable, but comfort does not create memory. The brain remembers effort, not exposure. To understand how to learn quickly, you first need to understand how memory works. Your brain stores information in 3 stages: encoding, storage, retrieval. Encoding is when you first encounter the information. Storage is when the brain organizes it. Retrieval is when you recall it later. Most studying focuses only on encoding, reading notes, watching explanations, highlighting important points. But encoding alone does not build strong memory. The real learning happens during retrieval. Retrieval is when your brain struggles to recall something without looking at the answer. That struggle strengthens neural pathways. This is called active recall. Active recall is one of the most powerful learning methods ever discovered. Instead of rereading information, you test yourself. Close the book. Ask a question. Try to answer from memory. Even if you get it wrong, the attempt forces the brain to work. Effort builds memory. When you repeatedly retrieve information, your brain marks it as important. The neural connections strengthen. The information becomes easier to access. This is why students who constantly test themselves learn faster than students who only reread notes. But active recall alone is not enough. Timing matters too. The brain forgets information quickly at first. Psychologists call this the forgetting curve. If you review something immediately after learning it, you slow the process. But reviewing too often wastes time. This is where spaced repetition comes in. Instead of reviewing material every day randomly, you review it at increasing intervals. After 1 day, then 3 days, then a week, then 2 weeks. Each time you recall the information just as your brain begins to forget it. This strengthens the memory dramatically. Spaced repetition is the reason some people can learn languages, medical knowledge, or complex skills far faster than others. They are not studying longer, they're studying smarter. Another powerful learning method is called the Feynman technique, named after physicist Richard Feynman, who believed that the best way to understand something is to explain it simply. Here's how it works. After learning a concept, imagine teaching it to someone with no background in the subject. Explain it out loud using simple language. If you struggle to explain something clearly, it means you don't fully understand it yet. That confusion reveals the gaps in your knowledge. Then you go back and study those gaps. This process forces deeper understanding. Many people think they understand something because they recognize it when they read it. But recognition is not understanding. True understanding means you can explain the idea clearly. Another reason people struggle to learn quickly is distraction. Learning requires focused attention. But modern environments are full of interruptions, notifications, messages, multiple tabs, background noise. Every time your attention shifts, your brain loses context. And regaining that context takes energy. Psychologists call this attention residue. Part of your mind remains attached to the previous task. This makes learning slower. To learn faster, you need deep focus. One powerful approach is using deep work blocks. Instead of studying casually for long hours, you focus intensely. 30 to 50 minutes of uninterrupted concentration. No phone, no notifications, no multitasking. During this time, your brain enters a deeper cognitive state. Information processing becomes more efficient. Learning speeds up. But there's another trick used by top learners. It's called interleaving. Most people study one topic for long periods before switching. But the brain learns better when related subjects are mixed. The switching strengthens understanding, because the brain learns relationships between ideas. There's also a psychological factor involved in fast learning: curiosity. When you are curious, your brain releases dopamine. This chemical increases attention and memory formation. Information connected to curiosity becomes easier to remember. That's why stories, questions, and real-world examples help learning. They activate curiosity. Another mistake people make is studying passively for too long. Long sessions feel productive but lead to mental fatigue. Your brain needs breaks to consolidate information. Short breaks allow the brain to organize. Without breaks, learning efficiency drops. But perhaps the most important principle of fast learning is this: learning is not about time spent. It's about cognitive effort. Struggling with a concept, retrieving information from memory, and explaining ideas creates stronger learning than hours of passive reading. Effort signals importance to the brain. The brain remembers what feels important. So if you want to learn faster, shift your focus. Stop asking, "How long should I study?" Start asking, "How much effort is my brain actually using?" Use active recall to force retrieval. Use spaced repetition to reinforce memory. Use the Feynman technique to deepen understanding. Protect deep focus. And study with curiosity. When you combine these principles, learning becomes dramatically faster. Not because your brain changed, but because you're finally working with it instead of against it.